So welcome again. Recently, one of you have asked me that we normally provide plan brace at a single way of a pipe rack, right? And why we don't provide the bracing each and every way? And if we do that, is it beneficial? And also, he has asked me that what is the function of a tie beam? So this video is going to be all about a tie beam, its function, and how we arrange the plan brace and why we do it. Okay, so if you're new to this channel, please do subscribe, and also if you're a student, in that case you can join my channel, because just for the student it is complete steel design course. And if you go to the playlist, you can see there almost 38 number of lectures are uploaded. Okay, in future there may be also another one or two if it is required. So let's start today's discussion. So first understand the component. So here basically tie beam and plan brace, right? These two things need to be discussed first. What is tie beam? So this is a simple pipe rack structure. And what is plan brace? This one is the plan brace, right? And also I just would like to mention for the beginners the concept of bay. So each of these is known as bay, from foundation to foundation or column to column. So this is first bay, second bay, third bay, fourth bay, and so on, right? And here you can see that this is the plan brace which is provided in plan, and this is the vertical brace which is provided in vertical plane, right? So this is very basic thing. Now what is tie beam? This is the main portal frame. If you look from this side, it will be look like this. This is the main portal frame, and this is normally moment connected, right? And if we look from this side, this is the longitudinal one, right? So this is first column, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and finally seventh one, right? And at which bay we have provided the vertical bracing? Yes, at the second bay, right? So this is the vertical bracing. Now first understand how each and every component act like this, right? So let's say this is the portal frame. If we apply a lateral load like this, what will happen? It will try to drift in this direction, but as this is moment connected, the drift will be limited like this, right? So this is the delta. If it is moment connected, then it is fine. Through this moment connection, this lateral load will be transferred. But here in this long direction, or in this structure, each and every joint is pinned joint. So in pinned joint, this lateral load cannot be transferred. It will collapse. So the bottom are also pinned, and here this is also pinned. So if we apply any small amount of lateral load, it will simply collapse like this. So for that, what we have to do? We have to provide a vertical bracing like this. This lateral load will come to this tie beam, then to this tie beam, then finally from this joint it will be transferred to this foundation. Clear? Now what is the function of this tie beam at middle here? These are the side tie beam, right? And what is the function of this middle tie beam? Here you can see this middle tie beam has also been provided, right? So let's say we have discarded the plan only, right? This is the first bay, this is the second one, third one, like this, so on. Okay, and we have provided only this plan brace. Now you know that in each of this pipe will carry, each of this beam will carry some pipe, right? So if we look from this side, it will be something like this, This is one pipe, this is another pipe, this is another pipe, this is another pipe. So all of these 5 are fixed here, not each and every way, but in some ways. Let's say this pipe, this particular pipe, this is pipe, right, is anchored here and here. This particular pipe is anchored here and here. So all of this pipe will apply certain amount of lateral load at their anchored location. That means if we look in the plan, these are the main beam and here the anchored loads are provided. And you know that this main beam is moment connected for vertically applied load. It's fine. But what about the horizontal load? They are pin connected. So they are subjected to bending about their minor axis. So for that, what we do? We provide a tie beam first. Okay. And then we connect this tie beam with the plan bracing. So all of this lateral load are get transferred through this tie beam up to this nodal point. Then they are carried by the bracing only. And once they are transferred through the bracing, if we look now in the vertical frame, here we had already provided a bracing like this or like this. Now they will be transferred to the foundation. Got it? So from the horizontal load point of view, this tie beam act as the carrier of the anchor force or friction force, right, to the nodal point where the plan bracing is joined or provided. Now the plan bracing will transfer them efficiently up to this point where vertical bracing is connected. Now from this vertical bracing point, they will be transferred to the foundation. Got it? Hope you have got your answer, and thanks for watching the video.